Good morning, everybody. I thought I'd make a little video of the turbo Bronco this morning. I've been worked on it a good bit yesterday. It's been sitting for a few months since our last trip, which was awesome, but I broke the bracket, the lift bracket for the radius arm on the driver's side. I hit a large tree with it pinned to the floor in second gear, so finished the weekend with it ratchet strapped together to the rock slider, but really mangled the frame. So we're doing a long arm upgrade finally after all these years, which I should have did a long time ago. I did the broken driver's side yesterday, which really wasn't that bad, aside from having to drill a few holes. But I broke my only half-inch drill bit, so I got the passenger side taken apart. I gotta get some drill bits and I'll finish it up another day. I also found out I'm gonna need to replace my front wheel bearings yet again, and my axle U-joints are finally starting to go bad. They're still the original ones, which I'm surprised they've lasted this long. But other than that, the old girl's still running good. Still no issues with the motor. Turbo, everything else is working fine. So I took some weight off of it, got rid of the top, and stripped some more out of the interior, removed the e-brakes. We're taking another trip in November I'm trying to get ready for. I removed the back seat. It's going to be only 2 seats, and I'm going to build a small roll cage in the back here just for more protection, because this thing is top heavy, and I've had several instances where I was nearly rolling it, and I don't think the cab will support the weight of it if it actually does roll over. And I usually have my little boy with me, so a bit more protection is going to be in order. Used the winches a lot last time. If anybody ever thinks about a rear winch, it's the best thing I've ever put on this thing. I use it more than anything else. For some reason, it just works perfectly. Plus, if somebody breaks down, you can back up to them and winch them right up on the rear bumper and pull it out just like a wrecker, which I've already had to do several times. So awesome thing to have a winch on the back. Like I said, I use it 3 times as much as the one on the front. I think I'm going to add another battery as well. The yellow top is great. It works awesome for winching. And I have a 240 amp alternator with a 2 gauge wire on it, so I have a lot of power. But if you do a lot of pulling or you really get stuck, you can never have too much battery power. So if I get a spare $300 to burn, I'm gonna pick up an extra battery and another bracket and put it there. But I guess that's about it. I thought about going one size bigger on the tires, but then I would have to re-gear it, and I really like using the stock gears. They're not the torquiest thing in the world, but I mean, I don't rock crawl, so I don't necessarily need that. But it's not over multiplying the torque, so I'm not breaking axles and things like that, which is nice. And it spins the tires just fine, so probably leave that alone. But that's really it for now. You can see it's filthy. The red clay from Georgia is hard to get off, especially under the hood. I built a new little shield here around the air filter because I was hitting a lot of holes, and it's the filter wrap thing is starting to get some water. So, but I hit several holes at probably 30 or 40 miles an hour last time we went, and got 0 water in the filter, and it was blowing through the holes in the hood, so that worked really well. But I've had still no issues with the motor, turbo, nothing. I think running the 110 fuel is definitely the key to motor longevity, and not being stupid with it. I mean, I don't pin it to the floor for 5 minutes at a time. You have to be somewhat gentle on it, but I really treat it pretty rough, and I've had not a lot of issue with it. I'm going to clean it up really good and get the front end back together. Start working on that roll cage, but till the next trip, I'm going to try to get me a chest mount and do a lot more filming next time. It's just so hard to film and drive at the same time. So we're going to try a different camera setup, but there it is. Turbo Bronco still lives. Bye.